Let me tell you, YouTube, what I have a huge fucking problem with. Sequels. Why are there so many sequels being made nowadays? What and not just when I say sequels specifically, yeah, I mean like continuations of pre-established stories. But what I actually mean are remakes, adaptations, and yes, actual sequels and prequels. Fuck you, prequels. I hate all that shit. Here's why. Prequels, sequels, everything I just listed off, they are not original ideas. There are tons of original ideas being written every fucking day by people with actual talent and like degrees in literature and English and who went to like Princeton and Harvard, but could be making tons of money on like stories and scripts and everything. Any kind of medium based on their original ideas, but all they can really do is maybe come out with a novel every once in a while because Hollywood is basically pushing the idea of sequels way too fucking much. That's why when you go to the movie theater, you see Harry Potter sequels, Twilight, fucking Hunger Games, shit that is based on best-selling novels that happens to take place from more than just one movie. I'm not saying anything about the Hunger Games. I haven't read the books or seen them. But the idea is that a studio will only attach themselves to adapting a book to a movie if there's more than one book and if they can suck it dry. Basically, make 4 or 5 movies out of like a book series of like 3 or 4 books. In fact, Twilight was only, what, 4 books? It's becoming 5 movies. Same thing with Harry Potter. They latched on a part 2 to the Deathly Hallows so that they can make a little bit of extra cash, knowing that they have 2 finales. You see, these movie companies are not idiots. They might cater to idiots with their stupid fucking ideas for other movies, but trust me, they know exactly how to make their bread, believe me. The most fucked up thing about sequels in comparison to like 10 or 20 years ago in the movie industry, there would be a bunch of original movies that came out every single year. I mean, you look at the past, like in the 1980s, like when we had like Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones, The Breakfast Club. I'm just literally listing off movies that I enjoyed, but there's a ton. There are so many damn good movies from the 80s and the 90s, and a little bit from the early 2000s, but it seems like as the decades have gone by, now they pretty much just adapt comic books or books, so pre-established stories and literature, or make fucking sequels. In fact, and this just blows my mind, just recently they announced that they're making a sequel to the 1980 film Raging Bull. And I'm not even going to go into why that's fucked up. But the most prominent reason as to why it is because Robert De Niro is not involved, like, at all. He's not even appearing once in the damn movie. But I guess a younger version of him is in it. So it's kind of like the movie Footloose, when they did a remake and it was the teenage kid and it was just, yeah, it was awful. Yes, I watched Footloose. Fuck you. I happen to like Kevin Bacon. Here's a huge problem. The fact that people are going to pay money to see it. It doesn't matter what they do, if they put it in theaters or not. People are going to get their hands on this damn movie, watch it. And they may or may not be disappointed. But they're going to see the name and they're going to think, Raging Bull. What is that? It's going to boost sales of the original. People are going to start ordering that on demand or whatever the hell you got. Netflix, your local video store, whatever the shit. Redbox. I hate Redbox, but some of you might not, okay? It's going to fucking sell just because it has the name Raging Bull on it. I mean, I personally think that that is just the stupidest thing in the world. For you to make a sequel of a movie that is over 30, it's 32 years old. And you're now announcing a sequel. So it's actually technically, this is going to come out next year. So it's 33 years later. I mean, I thought Tron was a big leap from the original to the second one. But no, this doesn't have shit on Tron Legacy. But think about it. It's the name itself that makes people want to see it, right? Even though De Niro is not in even a half of a second of this movie, people are still going to buy it and watch it because it has the fucking name Raging Bull in it. And that is what's wrong with cinema nowadays. It is like a cancer that's corrupting Hollywood right now. They only want to make sequels. I don't understand. The idea is that people are still going to buy this, and this is what Hollywood has become. This is what the movie industry has become. They are making sequels all over the place. Not original, awesome ideas that there might actually be screenwriters out there with enough talent to make a really good, interesting script that can capture people's interest. But instead, people are like, no, no, I don't want something new. I don't want something that might be able to tantalize me, maybe make me think that I'm capable of liking something other than like a Smurfs movie. No, there's actual possibilities to people becoming fans of other types of movies. You just have to kind of discover them. Tell me what you think, because I really, really am losing faith in humanity with this whole sequelitis thing that's going over Hollywood. It's really stupid, and I don't think that we should be succumb to that. I believe people are better than that. I believe a lot of people don't have to watch something that's a remake of something already established. I think, or a sequel. I think that they have it in their brains to appreciate something original for once. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.